Alright, everybody, welcome to tonight's second stream, the pre-stream for the weekend preview. And by the way, this is going to be the pre-stream also for Tomodachi Life. I'm not doing another pre-stream tonight, simply because it's too much to keep doing pre-streams, which just means that people who want to see Tomodachi Life are going to have to come and file in quickly later in a little bit here. Alright, so just to clarify, doing a quick pre-stream here, then the weekend preview, then I'm shutting down to upload the weekend preview, but I'm immediately going to be flipping over to Tomodachi Life, which hopefully should not take more than 10 minutes to do. And we're going to be doing about an hour's worth of Tomodachi Life tonight, like we did last week, okay? Excuse me. So there you have it. I thank you for joining me. Finally, my technical difficulties seem to be over for the day. So I actually am on time, regardless of the fact that I did stream earlier today to do Street Fighter because of technical difficulties. I am on time tonight because I had a quick dinner. We actually didn't cook anything elaborate or anything, okay? So thanks for joining me tonight. This week, gonna have 2 new games. I don't know how. Honestly, I don't know how any of it's gonna go. And you know what? I gotta be honest with you guys. This hardcore gaming season so far really isn't turning out like I'd hoped or like a usual one. And what I mean by that is usually during the hardcore gaming season, you've got, you know, big release after big release, and yeah, you'll have some filler time in between. But really, this month of September so far has been pretty lackluster. Leading into the rest of the month, and I'm really not seeing much when it comes to regarding like huge games until maybe the end of the month. You know, that last week where we're finally going to get Shadows of Mordor, I'm thinking that might stir up some excitement, and then heading into October where every week they're going to have major releases, that should be pretty good. But unfortunately right now it doesn't look like many people are too interested in the stuff that's coming out. You know, we played Madden, a lot of people were like, that's boring, don't play that. Playing Sims, a lot of people are like, Sims are boring, don't play that. Like, well, then what should I play? That's the problem. You know, I need games that are interesting and they can catch you and retain an audience. You know, a game like The Walking Dead is great. It's funny, it's fun, it's gripping, it's scary, it's story-driven, it's gritty. And it's great, and every moment that you see someone play that game, you want to be sure to catch up and not miss any of the times that they play through the games to see what changes or choices happen in the gameplay. But those kind of games don't come around all the time. That's the problem. You know what I mean? That's not, you know, I'm really disappointed. Last year, if you remember, we started the hardcore gaming season last year with frickin' Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, if that didn't get people pumped up, I don't know what did, because people were going wild for Grand Theft Auto 5 for about 3 weeks. People were just non-stop playing it, watching it, you know, talking about it. GTA fever. And then it is true that after Grand Theft Auto 5, there was a week or two where it was pretty dead because game developers were afraid to release other games during that period of time. They were actually afraid if they released them that no one would play them because, you know, everyone's in GTA fever. This year, we don't have that. This year, unfortunately, it really looks like, you know, we've got releases, but people aren't like, wow, this is a must-play, must-watch, blow you away. And I'm doing my best, you know, guys. I'm doing my best with a lot of the stuff that's available. You know, Sims 4 was something that was completely outside of my comfort zone. I did turn out liking it, but at this point, I think probably one more stream, and I've exhausted what you can do in The Sims 4 to start. Quite honestly, like, I don't know what else the game expects you to do unless you want to build houses or cheat. Outside of that, it's pretty much we're doing everything that's in the game. You know, and now this week coming up, you know, Destiny, and that's a game that I think for some people is going to be absolutely huge, and they're going to, you know, wow, one of the amazing, great game. And other people are going to be on the other end of the fence and say, I think this game is crap, this game's boring, it's Borderlands and Halo together. And it's nothing original, so why is everyone applauding this game? It's funny because I actually went, I saw an ad for Destiny, and in the ad, You know, of course, they take all those reviews that kiss the game's ass, and it's like, Variety Magazine says it's one of the greatest games of this generation. What? Did you actually play any other games this generation? Because if you did, you would have known that Borderlands and Halo already exist. You know? And the thing is, I am excited to try it. I mean, the good thing about me and what I consider my occupation, you know, the way that I make money, is that I can take time to try it out. And if I like it, I like it. And if I don't, I don't. And I have the right to voice my opinion. You know what I mean? I like the fact that I get to play a variety of games. It's not like I have to kiss the game's ass because I work for the gaming media. And, you know, I can actually be honest. But the thing is, I wish that there was a game coming out in you know, the next 2 weeks, which is pretty much the rest of September, that would really hook you guys and would retain an audience, you know. And that's the problem right now. Audience retention is terrible. I'm stuck in the middle of 2 playthroughs, Tales of Exilia 2 and Leighton vs. Wright, where the audience retention is terrible. Most people have stopped watching the playthroughs. They started, and then the game's dragged on so long that people don't want to stick around and watch the end. Tales of Exilia I played all day yesterday. The videos barely have 300 views on them. Now, that's probably one of the worst playthroughs I've ever done, if not the worst I've ever done. And that's a shame, because the game's not bad. It's just audience retention is incredibly tough now on YouTube. Again, pair that with a game like The Walking Dead, where every time I played it, people were chomping at the bit to watch it, and they would watch it for weeks and weeks. You know? So there's really nothing going on that I could do to entertain you guys. I'm doing what I can. You know? And this week I'll try my best with Destiny. I'm going to try to team up with viewers and fans who want to play with me. And, you know, you can jump into the games and we'll do some co-op gameplay. And I'm going to see if I can get my headset to work so we can voice chat too. But I can't guarantee it. I can't guarantee that people are going to like it. I might play it for 2 days and people are like, this game's incredibly boring. Why does it even exist? And they don't watch. And it's like, well, now what do I do, right? I am in the middle of 2 long playthroughs that I can go back to, or I don't know. I don't know what people want. That's the problem. It's not as easy as it used to be. It used to be that games would come out, I would play them, and people would flock and say, Phil's playing a game. And, you know, it didn't matter what I was playing. And let's be honest, some games really didn't do well. Even back when I was very, very popular, you know, we're talking 2-3 years ago, some games still didn't do well. You know, they were doing pretty terrible. Even at that point, it's hard to retain an audience, right? But this whole year, quite honestly, this year has not been a great year for games in general. To find games that can hook an audience and retain a viewership, it's been very tough, very tough. I just find it funny that, you know, I'm playing games that are relatively new, and they're not retaining as much audience as the downtime games I played during the summer. I slapped my head. I'm like, so you tell me Jack 2, you know, actually is performing better than some new games? Wow. Pretty wild. Phew. So anyway, I'm just kind of venting a little bit here on pre-stream while we build up our numbers. We're going to be starting within, say, 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm hoping that we find a game together, you and I, that both hooks both of us, and that we continue to be able to do a series that's going to keep your attention. I don't know if Destiny is the game to do that. It seems like it's an incredibly gameplay-heavy game, similar to Borderlands. It doesn't seem like there has much innovation in it. It's just a mishmash of 2 different genres with, you know, new graphics slapped on top of it. Is that going to retain people? I don't know. I don't know. So I hope that a few of you guys, you know, who are on the stream now, or if you're watching this on YouTube, if you are getting Destiny for PS4 this week and you want to jump in, you want to play together for a while, I'm going to explain this in the weekend preview, but basically I'm going to try to play some Destiny every day this week, okay? So that at least if everyone has an opportunity to jump in, because I'm playing it, you know, a little bit every day at least, if not my main stream, my second stream. I'll be honest with you guys, what I'm really worried about What I'm really, really worried about is NHL at this point. Because Madden, I played it, and most people said it was incredibly boring. They'd rather watch grass grow and don't play Madden anymore. So I did, and I stopped. After only 2 streams, I stopped playing Madden. And now NHL, I started to get tweets, Phil, don't get NHL. It's a piece of shit. It's the worst NHL in years. They removed game modes. They removed features. And I'm like, now what? Because I already reserved the damn thing. So now do I even bother with this? You know, I've got Leighton going, Leighton versus Wright. And I've already got, you know, Tales of Exilia. Do I maybe forego NHL? And it's funny because it's kind of a dichotomy. See, right now, some people are saying right on the stream, NHL is the most fun sports game, you know? But now a lot of people here are saying, no, don't get NHL, forget it. But it's funny because earlier this year, people wanted me to get it. And I don't know anymore. I am second-guessing myself about this stuff because I was surprised that NBA 2K last year did great. Earlier this year, MLB did great. Even though that audience did trail off because the playthrough was so long, it still did pretty good. And UFC did really good. You know? And now this one seems like it's not very interesting. I don't know. People are kind of saying, don't get NHL. So, if that's the case this week, do I not play NHL? You know? Do I not play NHL and instead focus on Destiny, make Destiny my first stream every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then pair that up with Leighton versus Rye or Tales of Exilia and just go between those games during the course of the week? Maybe that's the way to go. I don't know. I am seriously second-guessing myself. And then, of course, keep in mind, next week, all we've got is one game, a Naruto game. I don't even know what it is. Is it a fighting game? I reserved it because last time I played a Naruto game, people really liked it. They said, yes, please keep playing these. We like this. So I'm going to continue to do it, you know, this Naruto game next week, but I don't even know what it is. I pre-ordered it 100 years ago. I don't know what the hell it is. People are saying, yes, it is. It's a fighting game. Okay. I don't know anything about it. If it continues the story or what. Huh. Well, here's what I'm hoping. Here's what I'm hoping, guys, that Destiny, because of the way I'm doing it this week, that I'm letting people just jump in and play with me who want to meet up with me and play with me, that it will get some interest to see, you know, it's refreshing, fresh faces, something different. It's not just me playing the game. Let's face it, since I moved to Washington, all you've basically seen is me play games by myself and the one piece of co-op that I did with Sims 4 with Leanna the other day. That's it. So maybe this will freshen things up a bit, you know. I don't know. Alright, everybody. So let's get started with the Week in Preview. Again, right now we're going to do the Week in Preview. I'm going to end the stream to upload it to YouTube. As soon as that's over, I'm going to be switching over to Tomodachi Life, which we will be doing for about an hour tonight, just like we did last week. I really like Tomodachi Life, so I hope you guys, if you're here for the Week in Preview, will at least stick around and watch it because it's pretty good. Okay? Alright, that's it. I'm ending the pre-stream and we're getting started.